Hello everyone, Don here again with the next update on my War Corsair project. As I mentioned last week, I had a problem with the left radiator and left wing's radiator. I had to pull that all out, and the gear doors were inner gear doors were having issues. So let me go ahead and make this kind of a quick brief update. So what I ended up doing is, like I said, I ordered a new cooler. This is a cooler off of eBay. This is out of like a 90s Pontiac Sunfire. Now this again is not the original fittings. This is the fittings I made. So you can see I got that cut, fitted, and welded on there. You can see it's at a slight angle because this lays back like that, and that tube has to point forward a little bit and inboard. And it goes in the airplane like this if you're sitting in the plane. So as you can see there, I got that all welded up. And then I had to go inside and drill it all the way through again, because these original tubes, this is the actual bottom of the unit. This was the top. So there's my new elbow for the bottom outlet. Again, probably not the best welds, but they look pretty good. And this is the one where the tube was cut off and welded shut. That tube was maybe 1/2 inch OD, 3/8 1/2 inch, and the one on this side was probably more like, let me see, I might still have them set in here. See, where did I put them? Up here they are. So yeah, I would say that one is probably 1/2 inch, and that's about 5/8, 3/4. Those are the two fittings that were cut off. So, all aluminum. So I took a brand new cord, chopped it all up, turned it into an airplane radiator. So again, this is the outlet. This is actually flipped over. This would be the side you'll see looking into the wing. I wanted to get this video made before I stuff this up in there so you can see what I did. Now remember, this upper one had a fitting just like this, but it pointed out this way. So this works. I set that in there, stuff this up in the wing, and I got plenty of clearance that way, and it'll be a lot easier to get out in the future if I have to. I still need to pressure test it, but I've plugged the one port with my hand, and I sucked on the other and blow through it, and it seems pressurized that. But the telltale will be when I cap these off, pressurize it with air, I'll spray it down with soap water, and if I have to, I'll stuff it in a bucket to make sure. But this one's pretty nice. This one's not coated. The other one had a gold anodized kind of finish on it. So that's where that is. And then the other major problem I had was the inner doors were that piece here. This thing was cracked loose, and I pulled it completely out, and I glued it back in a couple days back. And I just finished putting 2 layers of fiberglass cloth in, all the way from the top around. They're 3-inch wide strips, so all the way up around into here, all the way back through. So they're still wet. And then I brushed some of that, and I brushed some more epoxy on some bare pieces of wood in here. So both of those are done. The panels I started cutting and drilling. They've all been drilled on the top sides. And that's the top side. Those holes are drilled. And these are the holes for the hinges for the doors. The door have to go on here. So these holes got to be, they could still be about the same size as these. But the screws, little wooden screws for the hinges, the countersink hinges have to pass through this and get into that pieces of wood and foam that I just showed you. So there's the other one for the other side, and this one for this side. So then the next piece will be, I think that one over there is the one I marked, but there's a line there because that strip of plywood is kind of tall. So these little Tinnerman nuts is what we refer to them as. Let me show you them real quick. Those. I bought those at the local automotive paint store. They're take a 10-24 screw. Getting in shape, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the top, and again I'll put put them across top here. So they got to be a little higher because of this height of this piece of plywood here. Again, that plywood is probably 3/16 inches thick. So I'll put 5 more along here. Now I have to transfer the holes into aluminum. So it'll be bolted top and bottom, and then the hinge, I shouldn't have any more problems with the hinge. So, and just to get a up the skirt look here of where that thing's got to go up in there. So the other hose, the top hose, goes back in through, right through there. And it snakes on up through, comes out the top of the cowling up there. So, but that's it. And then I'll have to, again, make a door, cover that all up. So, yesterday, it was like 50 degrees for a high. So, that's what I did yesterday. I welded that up because I didn't need any heat for the epoxy. Today, it's reached to about 60 degrees for a high. So I just come out, it's like 7 p.m. right now, so I got them all glassed up, 2 layers of fiberglass cloth, and once that dries up I can finish installing those, and that'll be done. I can put the doors back on. And then this is ready to go in. Just got to put the top hose on, clamp it, fish it back up through the firewall, and then the bottom hose is already in there. It's easy to get to, and then I'll have to block this up in either with some foam or strips of wood to keep it from slipping, because the original foam that was in there was tore out. So this will kind of slip and slide if I don't tie it in there. So alright, I'm just gonna get this thing uploaded tonight for you guys, have something to view, let you know that I did get something done. Today it was just cold. It didn't get warm until afternoon. Yesterday was the same way. It was like 50 degrees was the high yesterday, so it was too cold. And at the price of diesel and kerosene that I use for my torpedo heater, that stuff's over $5 a gallon now. Kerosene's over $6 a gallon. So for heat, I might go looking at a propane heater to put on top of a grill, barbecue grill. What is it, 15-pound tank or whatever they are, 15-20-pound tank. So I may go get one of them, and it's a little cleaner, and they don't make any noise, of course, when they're burning. So, but the price of diesel and kerosene, it'd be hell to heat this year. So I'll just use it when I can, when I truly need it. So, all right, that's just going to do it for this week's update, folks. Again, appreciate everyone taking their time to watch these videos. Feel free to leave any comments, questions, concerns, and I'll answer them as they come through. But I'm going to go ahead and get this little short, brief one up so you guys can see. I wanted to give you an image of this thing before I put it in and not show the video after it. So beginning of this week, I'll get that finished, put in there after I pressure test it. And then we'll get that back together, and next weekend I hopefully will have the doors back in, have that all buttoned up with a cover, and cowling back in, be ready to pull outside and run again. Get some more gas in it, fire it up, and then verify my propeller RPM with the tachometer fix I made. So, okay folks, that's going to do it for this week. Appreciate everyone taking the time to watch the videos, and thanks to all the new subscribers and such. So this is going to do it for this week, folks. So short and sweet, and I'll be back next weekend hopefully to give you some more. So for now, this is Dan O'Donnell out.